Come on in here, everybody. I'm kicking it off just like a minute before 3 o'clock. Get on in here. I have my cup of tea. It's in my favorite fish cup. I have lots of favorite cups. I like my cups. I collect my cups. I get rid of cups too. So come on in, grab your tea. I have mine. So far, I've done 17 flights today. I've gotten a lot of things washed in the washing machine, and I haven't done any 4-minute workouts. None. But I'll do that. I'll do that in just a little bit. But Robert's making strawberry rhubarb pie right now, and he's waiting on me to make the pie crust to go. I cheat. I use Pillsbury. I'm just that's just how I do it. But I got my tea. Are you ready? This is our fun time during the day. Oh, I forgot to put my microphone on. Even though I have on a microphone, it's not the right microphone. Hold on a second. I'm going to put my microphone on. Let me do this. Give me a second here. Okay. Get on in here. I got the right mic now. Ready? Set. Take a drink. Oh, that feels good. There's my sister. I don't know if my other sister's in here. I have one sister that's on a plane right now. She's flying out to LA. She's going to be ministering to the homeless. And Susan will be out there. So say a prayer for my sister Susan. She's doing God's work, hoping to help some people out there. Anyway, tea time is a great time in the afternoon. We are under some severe thunderstorm warnings, and so we might have to deal with lightning and high wind in a little bit. Leanne, keep your eyes open for storms because they're coming across the mountains right now. Maybe the mountains will break them up, but Justin says they're pretty strong. He came and had lunch with me today. He had lunch. I fasted. Yep. I'm fasting today. I may have dinner, but who knows? We'll see. So, please share our videos. We've got 200 people in here already. So share our videos, and I'm going to pull a little topic out of our wise old owl. I have Earl Grey. And I'm going to dig in here and get a topic. I got one right here. I'm going to set me up with the teapot for tomorrow so I know what's going on because I sometimes get confused. And then, okay. This is a good one. Anger. You know, anger can get the best of us. But when you recognize what's happening as it's happening, it will help you. It will help you. One of the things I recognize about myself is if I'm getting angry, I'm going to sit on my hands. I put my hands underneath my thighs and I sit on my hands. Also, I feel my ears get hot. Yep, my ears get hot. And I break out with a rash right here on my chest. So that's what anger does to me. Anger, and you have to recognize the signs when it's happening. And as you're sitting there feeling yourself get more perturbed, that's a word Granny would say, getting perturbed by the minute. It's just eating away at you. What's doing it? Is it the TV? Is somebody on TV? Do you have somebody in your face doing that? Which, Chris Como, I'm not a big CNN fan, but he had somebody, call him a name yesterday. The man didn't realize it was a bad name, but he thought it was his name and he wanted his picture made with him, and Chris got upset. You can't do that in public. You've got to learn to calm down. You've got to learn to calm yourself down. Now, a lot of times, all we need to do, the Bible teaches us, blessed are the meek, from the Beatitudes. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. I heard thunder. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are the peacemakers. So you see, being able to change the situation, to walk away from a situation, to put yourself in a different mindset. Chris could have just said, okay, please call me Chris. My name's not Fredo. My name's not Chris. It's Chris. And I'm sorry you thought my name was such and such, but it's not. But I'd be happy to take a picture with you. That would have diffused everything. But when you stay in an angry mode all the time, it's hard to get out of that mode. So let's drink up. But sometimes we need to turn the TV off. We need to turn the radio off. We need to turn our apps off. And sometimes we just need a little silence in our lives. Just some quiet. Peace and quiet go together. Peace and quiet. So anger is hard, but I've had the TV on this morning and I'm seeing protesters in China, in Hong Kong, at the airport, and they're angry. They're angry that their world is changing. I could get angry about that too. I could get angry about that. I feel for those people. I feel for the people who just want to have a better home for their families. I feel for them. But you gotta come to our country the right way. So, anger, all it does is, somebody posted earlier, anger is one letter away from danger. So don't let your anger get the best of you. Practice patience. Yeah, just a while ago, I was filling up my water container that I boil the water in, my automatic pot. And it takes a while to get water out of my filtered water to fill this pot up. And I'm practicing patience. That's another thing. If you practice patience, then anger might not start welling up inside of you. So practice patience and kindness and let go of the anger, because not everything is worth a fight. Hong Kong might be worth a fight for the people that live there and see a change in their way of life. That might be worth a fight. But just to get angry over somebody calling you what they thought was your name. So we just have to choose our battles. Choose our battles, because not everything is worth fighting for. Not everything is. Especially, Justin was just here and we were talking about these things, and we were seeing the protest at the airport in Hong Kong, and we talked about, how we might be right there doing it too, even though the young people, and I'm reading a wonderful book right now, and I don't know who wrote it, but it's called Nations. And it's how this country, our country of the United States of America, was settled from people from other countries, and how where these folks settled, their background caused the way they created the way they thought. It's how they were brought up. And it's just a powerful book about how Appalachia was established. And I learned this stuff in Tennessee history, but I didn't realize where it all came from. My ancestors came from Middle Tennessee. My grandmother and her mother and grandmother were all from that area of Middle Tennessee, around Nashville, and where Andrew Jackson, the Hermitage, in that area. So I'm sort of from this Appalachian type, even though Middle Tennessee isn't Appalachia, but it moved toward West Tennessee more and more. Nations is the name of the book, and it's a book that Scott Adams recommended. He was reading it on a plane the other day, and he's really learning a lot about the different areas of our country, why the people in the Northeast are the way they are, and the people that settled Appalachia, they are strong-willed, freedom-loving peoples. That's the best way to talk about it. Strong-willed and freedom-loving. So, folks, patience is a key to not letting your anger get the best of you. Patience is a key. And learning to not let go of that patience. I mean, when we yell at our children or yell at our dog, I had to yell at the cat a while ago, and I almost called the dog's name, and you just have to, I watch Robert with the critters, and he is so patient with them. He's so patient. But sometimes you just have to yell at a cat, because the cat's going to do what a cat's going to do. So, folks, deal with your anger. Be aware that you're getting angry. And then look at these different, if you feel yourself getting angry, think of it this. Are you hungry? This is the HALT method. HALTT. I put 2 T's in it. HALT. Are you hungry? Have you had any food today? Any good food, not junk food, good food. Are you getting angry? What you getting angry over? Can you separate yourself from that anger? Can you move, turn on some happy music, read a good book for 5 minutes, anything to redirect yourself from that anger? Lonely. Do you need a friend? We talked about friends yesterday. To get a friend, you need to be a friend. So, are you lonely? Pick up the phone and call somebody. Tell somebody you're coming over for tea. And, just be aware that you need people, somebody with skin on to talk to. And then, tired. Are you tired? Did you get enough sleep last night? And here's the last one. Thirsty. Have you had any water? Are you dehydrated? Nations is the name of the book. And it's a really good book. I'm listening to it on Audible. And if you've never listened to a book on Audible, it can be free for you if you've never signed up for an Audible account. Your first book is free. And I love my Audible books. I really do. There's an app for your phone. So, folks, let's drink to being patient and letting our anger die. Let's let our anger just diminish. We can learn to do that with simple little lessons in redirecting ourselves, just like we would redirect a child. I was watching America's Funniest Home Videos the other night. Let's take a drink first. And this little kid, this little tiny kid, he's probably 2 years old, maybe 3. And he was going, and you think he's going to the bathroom. You really think that. And the mom is laughing so hard she can't hardly stand it. And she says, what are you doing? He says, I'm trying to get big. What are you doing? I want to get bigger. I'm trying to grow. Well, we can do the same thing by letting go of our anger. We can let go. We're going to grow personally. We're going to, it's going to help us just to let go of things that don't matter. I live by 3 rules. There's 3 rules. What doesn't matter, it said, don't sweat the small stuff. What doesn't matter just doesn't matter. And most everything's small. You know, Hong Kong's big. It's big to those people. But most everything is small. Small. To laugh every day. And if you haven't watched America's Funniest Videos, then you have to look them up on YouTube. There's lots of fun things on there. Lots of fun things. And you can laugh. And if you're dealing with health issues, I said my prescription for you is to watch America's Funniest Home Videos. Just binge watch them. And you're going to change your whole attitude when you laugh. You're going to change what's going on in your head and in your body. When this happiness, when this smile hits your face, it's going to go to your head. And then the last thing is to love like there's no tomorrow. My son just left and I didn't tell him I love him. I love you, son. So here's to those 3 rules and to letting go of our anger. Because as I have grown as a person and as Fly Lady, I have watched my anger just fly away. And it's such a fun thing. It's such a fun thing to know that you don't have to get angry anymore. You don't have to get angry because it's not worth it. It's not worth it with what it does to your body when you get angry. It lets out adrenaline, and adrenaline hurts me. So let's let go of our anger. Let's be kind to ourselves by not being quick to anger. And let's enjoy the day that the Lord has made. Because we can look for that silver lining. We can look for that silver lining. We really can. Oh, that feels good. So, learning how different people react to things, learning foundations from where people were raised and where their ancestors came from, it all kind of sets a tone. And learning these things, it helps you to understand people better. And anytime you can understand people and where they're coming from, it's just wonderful. I mean, it is. It really is. So let go of the anger. Find a way to be patient. Be patient with yourself. It's important. Well, I've gone over my time. I love you all. I will see you back here at 11 o'clock in the morning. Yep, let's save that adrenaline for when we really need it. Because we don't need anger. And be cognizant of what you're thinking. Be cognizant of what's in your mind. Because you can blurt something out and not even realize you've hurt somebody else's feelings. There's a terrible commercial on TV. I hate this commercial. And this commercial on TV is this lady is yelling at people, saying, "Don't mess with my discount." That makes me angry. Robert heard that commercial one day and he said, if somebody talked to me with that tone of voice, they would not be my friend anymore. Think about it. Think about that. Tone is everything. And you can't see tone in a text. So that's what emojis are all about. But if you're going to be sarcastic and use fake emojis, pick up the phone and talk to somebody. Let it go. Be kind to yourself. Let go of the anger. And you're going to have a better day for it. So, watch this video. Words do hurt. Yes, they do. One of the graphic that has touched me most in my life is two hands around a little kid's neck, and all those hands are made up of all the ugly words we say to our children. So I'm going to leave you with this one testimonial we got one time. This mother told her 9-year-old son, he was on his way to school, and it was a bad morning. There was yelling going on, and he left the house to go to school on his bicycle. This has been 16 years ago. He left the house with his mother's angry words ringing in his little head. And he didn't make it to school. Now, was it because those words were going over and over in his mind? Or was it because somebody was careless and hit him? Either way, it doesn't matter. But don't let your children leave the house without giving them a kind word. Don't hang up the phone unless you say, I love you. Always let your words carry a message of love and hope. Please be good to yourself, because you don't want to live with that. You do not want to live with the last words your baby heard was you being angry. You don't want to live with that. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. What's that song? Angry words, oh let them never from your tongue unbridled slip. That's a beautiful song. I think I'm going to find it. I don't know that I have it on my iPod. I don't know. I could look. But maybe I'll play it tomorrow. I love you all. I'll see you later. Bye.